Hi there. Recently, I had a work trip to South America. So this was about 6 flights in 10 days, and I wanted to take some EDC, so to have some tools with me. And these are the two tool sets that I took: the Swisscard Nailcare and the Jetsetter. When I did the original video, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it through all of my flights with these, but as you can see, they came back safe and sound. So let's just go through some of the things that I used it for and how I carried it. The great thing about this Swisscard is that it has this great pair of scissors with it. In addition to that, it has the tweezers, it has a nail file, toothpick, a pen, it has this mini quadruple screwdriver, and then if you look carefully, it has a pin as well. Plus, it has a couple of straight edges that you can use to draw straight lines. And if you can just about see it, it has a ruler in inches and in centimeters and millimeters. So that's really useful. How did I carry it? Well, I had it inside this pack. So this fitted just perfectly in the front pocket. And this pack was inside my rucksack. I have a load of other things in here. I've got a separate video, which I'll put some details to that up here maybe. But just to quickly go through, I've got a really nice U-green MagSafe charger for my phone. And this does 5,000 milliamp hours. I have a spare flashlight as well. I have a tactical chip fork from my good friend Mikey. That's really useful if you don't have a fork. I have some super glue. I have some cartridges for my Kaweco Sport. I have a mini pen, which is always useful to have. And then I have a few cables in here. I've gone through that separately, so I won't go through all that now. So that's where I carried the Swisscard. I carried my Jetsetter on this keychain, and with it I have my Gerber shard, which I've carried for a long time and I know is flight friendly. I also have the iMini 2 because this is just such a fantastic little flashlight. They're really strong magnet, and you just pull it off and it comes on, you put it back and it switches off. And it has a USB-A charging point here. Here I've got my tritium, so that glows in the dark. That's useful just to have, just in case I drop this. And then of course there's the Jetsetter itself. So this has a few tools. It has the combi tool with the small Phillips screwdriver, the wire bender and the cap lifter. And on the other side it has the small scissors. And then of course the tweezers and the toothpick. Now, I carried this in a bunch, and let me see if I can show this. So this is my rucksack. I'll take a picture of it to show it, but it has a great side pocket, and I always put these into the side pocket when I put it through security. And then with that, I put my watch and wallet and other things. So it was always in there. And for some reason, it wasn't picked up at all. So I'm hoping that will be the same if you travel like that. So I recommend not having it in a tray, but putting it in the side pocket of your rucksack. So did I actually use this much? Well, I used the scissors on the Jetsetter a couple of times. I definitely used the iMini 2 flashlight, and that was useful in a couple of streets that were dark as we were walking down to a restaurant, just to look out for potholes or bad pavements. That worked really well. I do have another torch as well, which is this. This is the Nebo Torchy, and it's a rechargeable flashlight which has a fantastic light. So I took that with me. I use that when I'm in the production plants as well, if I'm looking in dark corners. And it's just fantastic. It also has a sort of a defense mode, which goes straight into strobe. And that's really bright. So I did take that as well, and a few other things. So it was great to have these around. I used a nail file as well. Didn't need to use the screwdrivers this time, but they were there if I needed them as well. So I certainly recommend taking these. You are at the mercy of the TSA or the other airline security departments. This time I was lucky. The good benefit is you can always ditch the scissors in the Nailcare, and the Jetsetter is not so expensive to lose. So I got on really well. Let me know if you've carried this sort of thing through security. What do you carry when you're flying? Because one of the other things is I don't check luggage when I fly for business. It's a crazy thing to do. So that's why it's important that I just have this sort of kit that I can have on my person when I'm flying. Hope you found this useful. If you haven't already, check out the other video and I'll put a link to that at the end of this. Let me know how you got on and I'll see you in the next video.